guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry that I haven't been posting as regularly as I have in the past. It's been a weird, kind of crazy, kind of stressful kind of 2 weeks. You know when you get to that fibro place, or maybe it's depression, where you just struggle to get anything done? I've been there for the past 2 weeks, and I woke up the other day and I was like, okay, I'm ready to move on with my life again. Let's leave those 2 weeks behind and move forward. I'm behind on a lot of things, and I'm very, very sorry about that. Here's just a little catch up of what's been going on. 2 weeks ago, I had to take my beautiful 15-year-old chonky rescue cat, Java, who has actually been with me for 15 years. I rescued her when she was about 6 months old, and she's just my little angel. She's right here, right now. This is why I keep looking down. She's my girl. Did you see all the cat hair fly when I did that? I do brush her. I don't know what's going on. So we ended up having to take her emergency style to the vet. That was her tail hitting my coffee table. Did you hear that thunk? It was scary and difficult for both of us. We found out that she has arthritis in her back legs. She has stage 2 kidney disease, and she has a mass on her pancreas. So we actually need to take her back in about 8 weeks to see how she's doing and to get an ultrasound. It is so windy. Holy crap. Sorry. To get an ultrasound on her pancreas to see what's going on and see if she might possibly have pancreatitis. Basically, over the past couple of weeks and moving forward, I will have spent 2 months worth of rent on my cat. Keeping in mind I live in a single apartment. It's a lot of money. I have to give her a shot every month, and I have to give her painkillers every single night and kidney medicine every morning, and it's just suddenly there's a lot of stuff, and we've never had to do anything like that before. So it's been a little overwhelming, and kind of just regulating things and making changes and making sure that she's okay and doing well with it all, and it just was a bit overwhelming. On top of that, I've been having some pretty intense migraines, which is very rare for me. There was a specific incident that happened with my head. Didn't hit it or anything, but just something that I experienced that made me go, this probably isn't okay. And I reached out to my doctor, and she ordered an emergency C-section, that's not right. An emergency CT scan, which I had on Friday. I guess we'll see what's going on there. She's actually checking to make sure that I'm not having minor strokes, and to make sure that I don't have a slight brain bleed. So that's fun. It's just felt like a lot in the past 2 weeks, and for some reason, just teaching has felt really heavy, and the kids have been struggling. It's just been a rough couple of weeks. So I apologize. I'm taking longer to get back to comments. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting me and following me. I've been kind of off schedule, but I'm hoping to get back on in the next few weeks here. So some exciting things that are going on. If you watched my last video, you will know how important hiking is to me. And you know, even though this is primarily a vlog about fibromyalgia and dealing with fibromyalgia, I'm also a person that does a lot of active things in spite of fibromyalgia. And that's kind of the adventures section of Adventures with Fibro. So I want to share more of that stuff with you guys. And I hope that that's okay. And that you still enjoy that content. This morning, my really good friend, one of my closest friends, and I got up super early, and I just kind of mentally supported her and emotionally supported her through booking permits for another through hike for the summer. So this is actually kind of cool. Patricia and I met on the West Coast Trail while we were hiking it. She just happens to live close to me, maybe about an hour away. And so we often hike together. She asked me if I wanted to hike a through trail here in Ontario called the La Cloche Silhouette Trail. It's up in an area called Killarney, which is in the Canadian Shield, if you know anything about kind of Canadian geography. It's very beautiful up through there, absolutely gorgeous, amazing lakes, tons of wildlife, beautiful trees. They call them mountains, but I mean, I'm from the Rockies area in Canada, so to me they're not mountains, but I understand that they're calling them mountains. There's mountains. There's gonna be just under 2,000 feet of vertical change as we go. So I just sounded really Canadian. Did you hear that? So that happens sometimes. Wow. I'm going to be doing a lot of training for that, and I'm gonna start a little vlog series about that. I'll promise to keep it brief. I'll maybe post about it once a month, just about how my training's going for that. It is really important to start slowly. I have to build up strength in my feet and in my ankles because every time I hike, those are the bits that really hurt. I'm figuring out what I need to do, how I need to do it, and I'm just kind of coming up with a game plan. The game plan is gonna shift and change, ebb and flow a little bit depending on how I'm feeling, but I'm really excited, y'all. And I'm gonna be much more prepared than I was when we went on the West Coast Trail. I'm in such a better place mentally, maybe physically, though I do weigh heavier. That's another thing. I do, in a very healthy manner, want to lose some weight just because I don't want to carry more excess weight than I need to up those mountain passes. You know what I'm saying? It's exciting. I'm really excited. It was really hard to get permits. We did, thanks to Patricia. So it's exciting, and all I want to do is like figure out my meal plan and how many calories I'm going to get put in a day and blah, blah, blah. And I'll talk you guys through all of that eventually as we move forward, but I'm really excited. I don't know about you. I talked about this in the last video a little bit, but for me, it's really important to have something to look forward to, especially if we're going through a rough time. And we've just hit 1 year in the pandemic and lockdowns, and things are crazy and people are feeling heavy. And now there's all of the end the lockdown people, and then the other people who are like, lockdowns are okay. And then there's the I'm not getting vaccinated and make vaccines mandatory people. And it's just like, there's always fighting going on. It's exhausting, especially if you're on social media a lot. There's just constantly people coming in from both sides, and I post a little bit about it on my Facebook, and I always have those 1 or 2 people that just come on and just have to say something snotty or snooty. But let's not make this political. One of my fibro friends actually just got diagnosed with COVID, and he said that he's never known pain like that. I can't imagine getting COVID with fibromyalgia. Shout out to you, Eddie. Our thoughts are with you, because oh my gosh, I don't even know how you're going through that right now. If anyone else has gone through COVID, has been diagnosed and has kind of gone through that journey and that path, I'd love to know more about it and what you've gone through and what you've experienced. So please comment below. Yeah, and just in general, if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them about myself, about fibro, about my journey with fibro, about the hikes that I do, about anything. More about my cat, you know, I'm happy to share. I'm a pretty open book, so feel free to hit me up. I will try to get back on schedule. I'm so sorry that I've been a little off the last couple of weeks. Thank you as always for the support. I'm sorry this was just a catch-up video. I'd love to know how you guys are doing. How are you guys doing? Things are so just heavy right now, and I'm here. Let me know how you all are, because I think about you guys. That may sound weird, but you know, those of you who comment regularly and have shown me a lot of support and love, I think about you guys on like a daily basis. So I hope you're all doing okay and moving forward as best you can. All right, I'll talk to you soon, hopefully with something educational and fun. Okay, make it a great day, you guys.